Hi guys, welcome back to Equilibrium Clash of Clans. Okay, so for this video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through my clan in the clan war, and I'm going to be critiquing or making comments on all the bases in our clan. Actually, I could do it on the other clan too, but I think it's more helpful if I review my own clan, because that way my own clan members can actually watch this video and learn about base design or possibly change their base for the better, alter it, etc. So yeah, we're going to start off with the White Death. We're going to scout his base, and I'm just going to point out a few things for each base, which I like and which I don't like. Okay, so for this base, what I like is that the air defenses are relatively close to the middle. The giant bomb placement is also good, because this is right in the ring of all these towers. If the opponent comes in with hogs, he'll hit these towers in a row, and then he'll hit that bomb next. If there was, for example, a builder's hut right behind, it might not be so good, because then even barbarians or any kind of cheap units, which you don't really want to be hitting with your big bombs, will try to go through that path. But in this case, only giants or hogs should take this path naturally. So that's pretty good placement. Okay, what do I not like about this base? I don't know. It's decent. The clan castle is lurable, but with a Town Hall 7 base, you can't really do too much about that. Let's see, are there any straggling buildings? Oh yeah, there's a couple straggling buildings, I think. I think this army camp here is not within range of any tower. So that's a building that can get picked off for free, so I don't really like that so much. The gold storages, I think, should be on the outside, and maybe the mortars a little bit closer to the middle. What I would probably do is put the gold storage right here, put the mortar where the air defense is, and put the air defense where the gold storage is. Not sure. I'm actually quite adamant on symmetrical bases, so yeah. But mortars generally should be on the inside. So this is kind of an interesting base. It's hard to suggest what I would switch around. These traps here, I don't like that trap right there because it's not in between two towers. If a unit comes and attacks this wizard tower, he'll probably next go to this cannon or this mortar. He probably will not take the path to this Tesla right here, depending on the angle. Anyway, that's it for that base, and next base. Okay, this base here, interesting. It looks kind of like that new Ring of Fire base. There's this base called Ring of Fire, which is supposed to be really good against dragons, and it is very good. There's a forum on the Clash of Clans website. The Clash of Clans forums, Supercell forums, I'm not sure. Okay, so this base, air defense is very good. It's centralized. Archer tower there. This looks like it was supposed to be the Ring of Fire, but it's not really done that nicely. Okay, these giant bombs, I would have at least one side lined up with two instead of one, because one giant bomb you can just heal up your hogs really quickly, especially if it's level 1. You're not going to do that much damage. This base, the mortars are on the outside. I don't like that so much, but it is a characteristic of the Ring of Fire base. You're kind of sacrificing your strength against ground armies and replacing it with a strong anti-dragon base. So, that goes without saying. Clan Castle, I might want to switch that with the Archer Tower. Not sure. I might actually do a Ring of Fire base later and modify it a little bit. We'll see. But yeah, this base has a lot of straggling buildings. Like these buildings here can be hit by minions. I don't like that too much. This whole top part here, what is that? Like these 3 buildings here can be hit by 1 minion for free. Okay, that's it for here. Next base. Okay, so this is one of those bases with these walls that come way out. What this base does is if your opponent has giants, for example, the giants will take a long time going all the way around each one of these walls, and they won't get to the center that easily. That's sort of the idea. Okay, what I like about this base is air defense. The clan castle is lurable though, right there. See, on the corners it's not lurable, but right here, right around here it is. If you put a hog right here, it might... Actually, a hog here would probably go to this cannon. But on this left side, you can see these 2 buildings are what the hogs would go for first. So it's not clan castle lure proof. It is air proof, sort of. Yeah, it's decently strong against air. Hogs, not really. These traps are not placed well. Giant bomb. This giant bomb should be moved up right in between this Tesla and this archer tower. Same with this right here. This giant bomb is kind of a hit or miss. For example, if the opponent comes in from here with hogs, he'll go here, then he might split up to here and here. But after hitting this cannon, the hogs are not going to go straight this way. They're going to go to this tower right here, because these two buildings are much closer. And in that case, this bomb won't even go off until the very end, until the cleanup units come by it. So I don't like the bomb placement. This one here is a little bit better. It's not that different from this one here, actually, but I don't know, it's not bad. But another thing about these giant bombs is that if your opponent sends in like 1 or 2 hogs, you can trigger it quite easily, depending on the angle that the hogs come in from. So I like to keep the giant bombs tucked in a little bit further back. And I'll show you later on my own base what I modified my giant bombs a tiny bit. Okay, next base. This base here, yeah, it's got some good spring traps. These traps are generally good. This one here, not so much. I would like this trap to be like right here, in between towers. That's the bottom line. You don't want that spring trap going off on like goblins. I mean, in war people don't use goblins, but they do use barbarians and archers sometimes. Okay, the air defense looks really so-so. This air defense isn't upgraded, so I guess there's not much of a point in putting it in the center, but every bit counts. So yeah, I would like that air defense in the center. Are there any free buildings? Nope, looks like most buildings, maybe a couple of buildings are free stragglers. Giant bomb, that giant bomb is very good. It's right in between 2 towers. It'll go off quite easily. The clan castle is not lurable. Looks like this is a non-lurable CC. Yeah, that's pretty good. So this clan castle cannot be lured. It's moderately strong against air. Yeah, I would switch that gold storage with this air defense right here. So you cannot lure the CC easily. It's decent against hogs and it's decent against air. So this base is pretty good. It's not uber refined like the way I like it, but I'd give this a 9 out of 10. This base is good. Alright, and this base here, what is this? I think I've seen a base kind of like this before. It's a very symmetrical base. Air defense is in the middle, very good. Mortars are in the middle too. This looks like an anti-hog base actually. If you look carefully, you can tell that that ring right there, it doesn't have any towers in it. So this is a hog-proof base. There are no double giant bombs, but the bombs are placed in a very good spot. So yeah, it's a very good anti-hog base. I personally like double bombs, but because giant bombs do so much damage to hogs, even having them spread apart is still quite good. Okay, so the CC is lurable. Yeah, it's a trade-off really, you know. I personally think the CC should always be in the center and not lurable, rather than the town hall being a little bit tucked further back. But you never know. The town hall being tucked right in the middle might save you a star in some scenarios where they go mass dragons. So I guess that's something that's kind of up to your preference. Okay, this army camp is a free building, so that's not so good. But overall, this base is pretty good. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It's pretty well done. I'm just talking about layouts, guys. I'm not talking about the building levels. I'm just talking about layouts. Okay, and here I think is the authentic Ring of Fire base, which Hala has here. So this base is designed so that there aren't so many buildings right around the center cluster. So the dragons will never go right to the middle. The dragons will hit the closest building, and they'll end up going around this ring right here, while the air defenses hit them. So that's the way this base works. It's very good. I might do a more in-depth review of this base or modify it a little bit. You can check the Supercell forums. It's a very good base. Right now, especially in Clan Wars, dragons are so popular. You see dragons like every other attack. So this is a very good base to be using right now. Yeah, but I would switch maybe that giant bomb with this right here. These 2 bombs. And put another giant bomb right there. I would probably take this part of the wall that's coming out and I would make that on the inside instead and have this wall flat. Just because when a wall sticks out like this, wall breakers go for it more easily, and if you have like 3 wall breakers hitting the wall, then 1 wall breaker might get through and trigger the giant bombs before it has a chance to go off on the giants, etc. Just a very minor thing, but yeah, other than that, this base is pretty good. It does have a couple of free buildings that can be picked off easily, like this elixir collector for 1, but that's something that you can arrange better and solve. Alright, so let's go take a look at the next one. Okay, so this is the exactly same base pretty much, right? Bramson, so I'm not going to comment on it. Same thing, good base. The only thing is that it's, I don't know, I guess it's okay against ground. You just have to go around in a circle, but I'd probably give that Ring of Fire base a 9 out of 10. I like it a lot. Okay, this base here, Clan Castle is easily lurable. There are a lot of free buildings. But the air defense is relatively good, centralized. It's a pretty tight cluster right in the middle. What I would do with this base is I would move all these army camps and barracks and whatnot. I'd move it a little bit closer to the inside. It's not really a hog-proof base. Like that giant bomb isn't exactly in the middle of 2 towers, but it probably will go off if a hog goes next to the hidden Tesla. There aren't any giant big bombs, which is really just my preference, but yeah, I don't know. Tesla's on the outside. It's kind of it's not really symmetrical, so it's hard to critique a base like this. But yeah, it's, you know, all the buildings are pretty clustered in the middle, so it's strong against a standard ground army. Against hogs, maybe, maybe not. It's a hit or miss. If the hogs come from this side, the giant bombs will go off. So for those few flaws, I would give this like a 6 out of 10 maybe. I'm just extremely picky, guys, so sorry. Okay, this base. This is this is my own base, which I've designed on my bunny account, which is in one of the sister clans. I don't know. I have to give rate my own base. Okay, well, air defense is in the middle, which is pretty good. Mortars in the middle, and there's a ring of non-towers, which, you know, keeps your core somewhat safe from hogs, which I think is pretty good. The traps are generally placed in between towers. These giant bombs here are not doubled up, unlike my original base, but they're still in a pretty good place. Spring trap, free buildings. I don't do this builder hut thing because skilled attackers will always see these in the beginning, and they'll just put down like an archer midway through the battle or at the very beginning. But, you know, some players do overlook it, so it might be worth the try. I don't know. I'm Town Hall 9 and I'm like close to the top of my clan, so generally all people who attack me won't fall for that kind of stuff. So for me it doesn't seem to be useful, but to each their own. Yeah, so this base I'd give it a 9 out of 10, I guess. It's my own base. Not really refined, but decent. Most of the buildings are within range of a tower. This army camp here, I think, is covered by both sides. I'm not sure. Maybe an archer right here. We'll be able to get to it. Yeah. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is that this base is supposed to be CC unlurable. These 2 archer towers need to be moved out 1 step each, and then it'll be unlurable CC. Well, this is taking forever. I'm already at... okay, I think I'm going to stop at number 25, because this video is just getting way too long. Okay, this base here, spring traps are a little bit lopsided. I don't know if I like that so much, these spring traps. This isn't really guaranteed to go off on hogs or giants. For example, if somebody goes hogs from this side of the base and they clear pretty much everything, they'll never even trigger these spring traps right there. Which is why I like spring traps to be on the inside of a base and in between towers. I don't like putting traps on the outside, and giant bombs too. In some go-wee-wee situations where your opponent's going golem and a whole bunch of wizards, having them on the outside might trigger, might take out a whole bunch of wizards really easily. I've seen it happen, but overall I don't like it. I don't like the giant bombs on the outside. Air defense is pretty centralized, that's good. Mortars are on the middle. The CC, however, is lurable, and the way the giant bombs are, only 1 giant bomb being on the inside and no ring this base is not hog-proof either, so I'd have to give this like a, I don't know, 5 or 6 out of 10. Pretty good upgraded walls though. Okay, and this base here, Clan Castle is lurable, air defense decent. It's about as good as it gets actually. You don't want your air defense too close to the center of your base, because what happens then is your opponent can just go mass balloons on the outside. And balloons do a lot of damage to buildings. Even when they fall, when they die, they do damage too. So yeah, to hold off loons, and even dragons for that matter, it's good to not have your air defense too close to the center. Okay, so this base, the clan castle is lurable. The giant bombs, however, are in a decent place. Hogs are very, very likely to hit these giant bombs because it's pretty much smack center in a cluster of 4 buildings. So I like the giant bomb placement. This is very good. The spring trap, this one is good. These ones, yeah, these ones are pretty good too actually. They're in between these 2 buildings. Even if the hogs come from this, like, southern direction, I think they'll end up hitting these. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I might want to tuck them in a little bit deeper, but overall they're in pretty good places. Giants are bound to hit these. The bomb in between is not that good. These bombs, there's really no point in blasting a giant with a bomb if he's going to be thrown off the field anyway. So I don't like putting bombs right next to spring traps. It's kind of counterproductive. It's redundant, shall I say. Alright, so that's it for now. I went up to base 25. Maybe I'll do another video with base 24 to number 1. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. See you next time.